Well, we are used to going to the doctor for a physical checkup, but what about a checkup of your financial health? We have Ben Offit. He is the principal of Offit Advisors. He's here with some tips to make sure that you are in good financial shape. Welcome, Ben.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me just a little bit about Offit Advisors and the services that you provide.
Yeah, we're a full service financial planning firm, and we provide financial planning, tax planning, investment management, insurance planning, and really just try to work with business owners and families and individuals to give them peace of mind and confidence and help them manage their financial affairs.
You know, this is really a crazy time, and a lot of people are trying to think about how they can prepare for the future. What should we be thinking about financially?
Well, I think there's a bunch to think about, but hopefully you've completed your taxes by now, by the July 15th tax deadline. And there's also something else to be aware of from a tax planning perspective, is that there's a Maryland student loan tax credit that's available from now until September 15th. So if you live in Maryland and you have at least $20,000 in student loan debt at some point, and you have at least $5,000 remaining still, you can apply for this and get a tax credit, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Something else to think about is that bond yields are down right now for everybody. So you might want to revisit that segment of your portfolio.
Okay.
So you might want to ask yourself, can I get a better yield with diversified stocks and equities? Or if I have bonds and my bonds are coming due, they're not going to buy 4 to 5% bonds anymore. So could I do something else? Could I have 2 years worth of bonds in my portfolio if I'm about to retire, and the rest invested in equities to have more growth long term? That would be my recommendation. But the flip side of this, with bonds being down, is that interest rates are down as well. So it could be cheaper to borrow things right now. So if you have a mortgage, if you've got student loans, if you've got car loans or credit card debt, it could be a great time to refinance.
Got it. Okay. And also with our investments, what sort of strategy should we be implementing right now, especially for people who might be just trying to get into it?
Great question. Well, the market's been volatile, but it's important to maintain a long-term perspective. But there's opportunities within that you can take advantage of right now. So if you have a portfolio, you could rebalance your portfolio and sell out of what's high and buy back into what's low. If you do this on a semi-regular basis, you're going to come out ahead. A second thing you could do is, if you have a non-retirement account, you could consider something called tax loss harvesting, where you sell out of some of the holdings in your portfolio and take losses on that on purpose that are deductible, and you can buy back into other funds that are similar and correlated but not the same. A third thing you could do is you could try to step up your savings rate right now. With the market being off its pre-COVID highs, and a lot of people are home right now actually saving more money than they're used to, it could be a good time to try to put more away if you can. And then the last thing I want to say is that you could also consider a Roth IRA conversion. So if you have pre-tax retirement accounts, it could make sense to try to convert that to a Roth today and pay the taxes today at lower account values, and then take advantage of the tax brackets that may be lower for you today. But before you do that, you should analyze that situation with your tax advisor.
That's what I was going to ask you. That, and also estate planning and insurance. Those are things that we should be thinking about as well, correct?
Definitely. I think everybody's thinking about their family right now and their health and their personal health. And, you just want to be prepared. Make sure your estate plan is updated, your insurance program is up to date. And, you should definitely be thinking about that. And there's, probably some other things you should be thinking about as well. You might have heard that, required minimum distributions, or RMDs, in 2020 have been waived. So you don't have to take those out, which I think could be a good idea to help preserve your portfolio and decrease your tax rate.
Okay.
And if you have taken those out, you have up until August 31st to put that back. And then just a couple other quick ideas. Mass Mutual is a life insurance company, and they're offering a special program for medical professionals that treat coronavirus patients. So if you're a medical professional, you get up to $25,000 of free life insurance.
Wow.
For 3 years with guaranteed underwriting that's approved. So check that out if you're a medical professional. And then lastly, a website called unclaimed.org, where you can type in your name, type in your family's name, see if there's any assets that are rightfully yours that are unclaimed, that are really yours and available. It could be a way to make some quick money.
All right. And I know that you also are offering a free service, a free financial checkup, correct?
That's right. I mean, I think everybody needs to think about their financial health at all times, but especially, right now. So if you've got questions about, your finances or where you stand or what you should be thinking about, give us a call, send us an email. We can give you a checkup and see where you are. The best number is 410-600-PLAN or 7526. And then our website is offitadvisors.com.
All right, Ben Offit, thank you so much for being with us. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.